And hello, welcome back to Sofia by Night, our Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition game set in Bulgaria in the year 1200. I am your storyteller, Bolthra, and today I have two great players with me. I have Synergy 007.
Oh my god, the coffee's hot.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, hot coffee.
Hi, I'm Eric Synergy. I'll be playing Claudio today. Ventru. Um, how should I say this? Maiden connoisseur.
Oh, that does sound like he would say it. Yeah.
Purveyor of services. So,
Oh my.
and then we have Onkamov.
I am Jen, and I'm playing Iskra, who is a teenage vampire, and she's Bruja.
Alrighty. Well, we are actually in episode 6, believe it or not.
Wow.
We just for a recap of last game, we found out how Praetor had been spending his previous nights. He had been inventorying the contents of his sire Turval's transactions. He, for the most part, he just did exactly what he was told. He didn't go snooping into any of the crates that Turval said were off limits. And when Turval did come back to him, he told him where the location of the coterie's new building was. So he came over to check it out. Patia, who is Iskra's sire, decided also to take Patia out, or excuse me, take Iskra out on the town with her, and they started off with the new building, which again we're going to come up with a name for the pleasure palace or whatever whatever.
Claudio
Well,
has a name and would like to run it by Iskra to see if she likes it.
so they
Okay.
when they got there, they encountered Praetor had gotten into the building, and they did find that there was one lone survivor left from their initial takeover of the building. There was a young man still up in the bell tower because he had been told by the man and the girl that he couldn't leave. He had to stay there and stare at the wall. He was very dehydrated. He had been scratching at the wall trying to pick himself up. Um, so they did take him downstairs. They did. They got a little bit of information out of him, not too much, but they did. Keep him around. They thought about letting him go, but Patia actually gave him some of her blood, presumably ghouling him, and said she was going to take him back to her haven for safekeeping. Uh, they did decide to have a little fun. There was a group of 5 youngsters walking down the street, and the coterie decided to attack them, basically. and, and they killed 4 of them. One guy managed to run away, and the bodies were dumped in the paupers' graveyard. And it seems like they finally used up all the space in the graveyard without having to, double stack somebody or remove one of the current occupants. So the next time they need to dump bodies, they're going to have to find another place to get rid of them. There was talk about keeping them in the house, John Wayne Gacy style, but I figured that would be a little gruesome for even vampires. So, but
Not
now,
surprised
Oh
both of
no,
them are Nosferatu friends.
that's completely up my alley. You haven't seen me yet.
alrighty. So we are going to start off with at the brick house, as it were.
Okay.
Um, Claudio has overseen the cleaning of the building finally.
Finally.
Finally, yes. So it doesn't smell like urine and dust,
Mhm.
and all the other gross things. Ronaldo gave him some servants to begin cleaning it during the day. Um, they did arrange to get some new windows installed in the back because they had been broken out, and that's how Praetor initially got into the building. They put some sturdy wooden boards over the window to keep anyone from coming in. Even added some locks to the front door, and it's actually coming along quite nicely. And Hildegard has been around a couple times. For some reason, she seems to get bored, Claudio, and just kind of wanders off occasionally. But tonight, she's decided to come back with you to the building. So we're gonna start with you get to the new building.
Are we all there at the same time, or are you split up?
No, not yet. I have
Okay.
I have something in plan for Iskra.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
yep. So right now it's just Claudio has just arrived with Hildegard.
Oh, it's so great in here when everything is nice and smells wonderful. Uh, you smell that? It smells of nightshade. It's nice, huh? I just had a thought. I just had a thought. I wonder if we should name the place Nightshade. Doesn't that sound great, Hildegard?
She's like, I guess it's better than the Pleasure Palace or whatever people had said
Agreed.
before.
Agreed. Agreed. You come in, you have a wonderful night, but I tell you what, if he gets a little grumpy, the nightshade will kick you. That's right. It's amazing. Now, what we should do is have a little bit of orange, a little bit of yellow, but on the outer sides of it, with the white walls, we should have kind of a pink outer ring to kind of give it that essence, that glow. I think it really, really would bring out the what we want to establish here. You come here and you enjoy your time. You feel at home, and I think we should definitely put that out. What do you think?
Won't it kind of stand out a little bit in this neighborhood? I thought the point was to
That's
be like kind of
well,
subtle.
the outside would look like just a dreary brick place. Let's keep the dreariness
Okay.
simple. You walk
Okay.
in, you just if you feel at home, it's amazing. Mind you, if the more we have our patrons come in and feel like home, whether they're out and about or leaving their family, they can come in and spend more money here. That's exactly what we're looking for.
Okay. She says she's all right with that. She's gonna go kind of wander around the building a little bit. Just kind of wander about while you continue with your interior design plans.
Oh, it's
Uh,
amazing.
we're
Uh,
gonna. Oh, go ahead.
no, just because he's Jaren. Maybe a game. Claudio put his fingers together up to his and he's like, "Oh, this is going to be amazing! I'm so excited."
Yeah, Ronaldo said he could find a place to help you with getting furniture and those kinds of things. There aren't really a lot of rooms in the place. I mean, there's a second floor, and then there is the bell tower. So it's not huge upstairs, but you could probably eventually maybe like cordon off sections on the second floor if you needed to. So,
Why would we want to do that? We should all be out in the open so everybody can see.
oh my God. All righty. How about you could call it Caligula's Palace if you'd like.
No, no, my inner thoughts. Nightshade is just fine.
Nightshade. I like it. All righty. We are going to go, we're going to take a step back to Iskra now.
Okay.
She, at her haven that she shares with Patia, the young man who was, we just call him the bell tower survivor, he's started to recover. He's now hydrated and cleaned up. You find out that he was actually a fairly decent looking young man, in his late 20s, has blonde hair that you really couldn't see before because it was all cruddy and gross. And his name is Stefan. He's all the wounds on his fingertips have healed very quickly due to the blood he received. Um, so he's actually fairly bright and cognizant now. He still seems a little hesitant around Iskra. Uh,
Yeah, there's reasons for that.
but Patia seems to be spending a lot of time with him. They kind of go off and they kind of talk by themselves and come back and they've decided that it might be a good not playmate for Iskra, more like a chaperone almost. Um, so she's decided that Iskra can go out for the evening if she'd like, but maybe take Stefan with her.
Okay. Have I talked to him yet? I mean, how does this work?
He's a little bit. Yeah, you've talked to him a little bit. he's not like I say, he's not really afraid of you, but he's a little hesitant around you. Um, and Patia suggested maybe it would be a good idea to go back over to the brick house or to Nightshade, excuse me. You don't know it's called Nightshade
We
yet.
don't know that yet. Yeah.
You don't know it yet, but she thought having him around might trigger some things with him, and maybe he might remember a little bit more about what he was doing there. So he will escort you over to the brick building. And when you get there, you see the front door has been fixed. Work was done rather quickly in about a day or so. Apparently, Ronaldo had been working on getting it done for you, but in the 2 days, it's all gotten done. So they found lots of contractors to come in and do all these things, apparently. So, but just in time for you guys to flip it, right? So,
Yeah.
so you get up to the door,
Hmm.
and it's technically your place. I mean, you could just walk in. It's up to you. So, uh,
I'm
again,
gonna push the door and try to go in.
okay.
Yeah, just push it.
And Claudio, you hear someone at the door.
Oh, I wonder who this is going to be. Let me go ahead and open the door. It's not really flamboyant, just very confident.
And
Opens the door.
you see her there.
He curtsies and bows and says, "Welcome to the newly branded and very unforgettable once you get in and spend some money, Nightshade."
Nightshade?
What do you think? This place is going to be amazing with bright tones of pink, white and yellows just everywhere. It's going to be amazing.
And Claudio, you see the young man who you recognized from the bell tower that you had told
Mhm.
him to stare at the wall for 2 days and not move.
Well, there. How are you feeling? I hope we learned our lesson.
I roll my eyes. Ugh.
I did. I'm feeling much better now. Mistress Patia said I should come along and escort Iskra over here. Um, and he kind of doesn't want to step inside yet. He's kind of,
I promise I'm not gonna yell at you, okay?
all right. He
Oh,
comes.
please, just come on in.
He comes in. He's like, it's a lot better than when we lived here. It smells better too.
It is a lot better, that's true.
Well, when you leave things on the ground that you have no idea where it came from, it kind of develops an odor. So we had to make sure that we get it out of here as fast as possible.
Well, he follows you inside, and he's just kind of, again, he's just kind of looking around, almost like he's seeing it for the first time.
Are those two ladies here that were from the establishment that we went to?
There is a knock at the door,
Oh. Oh, okay.
Oh, I wonder who this is. I opened the door.
and there's the two ladies, Veronica and Elizabeth. Veronica is the one with the black hair, and Elizabeth is the one with the blonde hair, and they have a young man with them. He's a
Oh,
he's a
who
a friendly faced youngster with a head of thick red hair.
who was your friend?
My name's Archibald.
I'll write this down.
Of it-
I
so-
don't think
so-
I have to write this down at all.
and
Okay.
he practically invites himself in, and he's like, "Hi, I'm Archibald. Veronica and Elizabeth here said you're going to have some work for us."
How was Archibald dressed?
Very smart looking, clean, very clean, clean clothes. Kind of like a cotton shirt or a thin shirt underneath his cloak, and very very sharp trousers and
Can I
clean
get
boots.
some insight into him as far as maybe do a roll and see if I can tell if he's good or not?
Sure, yeah. You can do let's do a wits plus insight roll. Yeah, he seems legit. He's not their muscle by any stretch of the imagination. He's a thin kid. You get the feeling he wants to do the same kind of work as they do.
Oh, very nice. I love variety. It's great. It's very spot on.
So yeah, he seems like he wants to work as well. So you might have clientele who are looking for him as well.
Not a problem. We serve all.
Yeah, so they come in, and they're like, well, the place looks better than it does outside.
I agree. But we still need some sprucing up, and I have this complete way I want the place to look. I need to get with Ronaldo. However, if you can freshen up, I have some work for you.
Okay, they're kind of like, so do you guys live here, or what's
No, I
As
don't.
as of right now, this will be my domicile until we find someplace else so I can go. But as of right now, I'll be leaving here for now.
Okay. Well, I guess is and they look over at Stefan. They're like, who's he? Is he a customer?
I don't think so. He's with me.
Oh, okay. Well, he's kind of cute, so we, thought we might. Well, never mind. The girls kind of just back off. Archibald goes over to talk to him, though.
Okay.
No. Before we get everybody on their talents, we need to make sure that this place is up to par. So I will pay everyone to make sure we get it up and going. And I'd like to be able to have Claudio kind of get with Ronaldo for designs and stuff and have Veronica, Elizabeth, and Archibald kind of help with the moving and decorations. I will pay them handsomely.
Alrighty. Plus, they can work during the day.
That's correct. Yes, they can.
Yeah. One thing about the building is you've never really checked it out much. You kind of came through here a couple times looking for people, but you've never really done much investigation of the building. Is that something you guys would like to do?
Let's definitely do that.
Okay.
Let's get Iskra.
Yeah.
We want to make sure we kind of look around the whole place for us because I've only been in the main constabulary. I haven't actually been upstairs or downstairs. So let's take a look around.
Okay. If you go, you guys were in the entrance hallway. If you go to the right, there's a kind of a storage room that has the stairs that went to the second floor. Why don't you guys give me a investigation and intelligence roll, and I'll roll that for you for
Okay.
Iskra.
Mhm.
And let's find. Oh, okay. Let's see how Iskra does here. Okay. The you find that the room is, it's kind of beat up in some corners, but you don't really see anything of real note. Why don't you roll again, Eric? Oof. Okay.
You love giving me intelligence rolls. I mean, not intelligence rolls, but investigation rolls. And
Okay. Why don't we try something else? Let's do. You have any larceny?
I do not.
Okay.
I do.
You do, Jen. I'm going to make an
Yeah.
intelligence and larceny roll for you
Okay.
because. Okay, good. 3 successes. Because you notice that in the kind of the back wall of before, kind of under where the staircase is, there's just a little bit of a seam in the wall. It just seems like something's been changed here, and somebody was trying to be sneaky about it. But you notice there's just something with where the brick is. It's just something's kind of out of place.
Okay. I've run into this before. I'm gonna go over and kind of push on it. See if
Okay.
there's a bath somewhere in the basement or something.
You don't. You would have to probably break out some of the brick first.
Okay,
Okay.
let's do that.
All right. You want to use your potence
Yep.
to try
hmm
to help with your. Okay. Yeah. You're like, there's something here.
Yep.
Something's. Okay. So let's use that. And
Audio's trying to figure out exactly what magical things he can do down here. So.
ooh, okay. She is able to just start pulling brick out. She's her hands are flashing. She's pulling
Yep.
brick. You find that
Probably freaking out Stefan.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Um, and you find there is like a bricked up doorway there.
Well, look at that.
That is something I wasn't looking for.
Wasn't looking for it either, but I found it.
And Hildegard comes over and will start helping remove bricks. And in time, you do clear out the doorway, and you find that there's a staircase leading down.
Interesting.
Possibilities for expansion? Oh, it's amazing.
Well, we don't know what's down there, but we can find out.
Well, let's go look.
Okay.
All right.
Hildegard tells Stefan to watch the kids and not let them down the stairs. So the three of you can go down the stairs. You go down. You don't really need. It's very. I mean, it's dark. I mean, but you get down the stairs. They're really like almost decrepit. They're almost like falling apart as you get down there. Hildegard does come down with a lantern. She comes back, gets a lantern so you can see. What you find is that it's an old, looks like a storage room that. Apparently nobody who had this building knew was here.
Is it empty?
It is empty. Um, I'm going to have you, and I know one of your favorite roles. Eric, you want to roll an investigation and wits?
Me and you are not going to be friends.
Never going to get any better at it.
I'm going to have to spend. I'm literally going to spend all my points on investigation.
And I'm going to actually roll it also for. There you go. Awesome. You notice that there's dust on the floor where there's been footprints. Like somebody's been in here recently. There's dust, footprints in the dust, and also you can see there must have been some crates down here because there's a big spot where there was no dust under it.
Just have an outline, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wonder who's been down here recently.
Iskra, the more you're down there, you notice that at the far end of the room looks like there's a tunnel there. It's musty, smells wonderful.
Oh, I think there's that area that smells really bad. There's like a tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk towards it a little
Is there
bit.
any with the messy critical? Was there any type of like a draft or anything like that? Is there kind of
Yeah. A little bit of a draft coming through it. So, but it's a tunnel basically out of the building, like cut into the earth.
That's really strange.
Venture would be doing that down here. That's for sure. All right, let's go ahead and check it out.
Okay, so you're going to walk into the tunnel. Okay,
Yep.
you find that somebody has. It's obviously tall enough to stand in. You also notice that somebody rigged up almost a set of pulleys in here so that they could drag and move crates along through here. So somebody's definitely been using that part of it recently.
I have an underground network, if you will.
Yes, you follow it for about 15, 20 yards, and you get to a kind of a three-way junction that presumably goes deeper into the city.
We're gonna get lost in here, aren't we?
Let's make sure we mark where our way is coming from.
Okay.
With what?
See what's in my pocket. What is in my pocket?
Uh,
No, 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 not mascara. I think they had that back in the day.
They probably did, but it goes back pretty far.
Yeah, probably, probably. I don't know if I can find some rocks or something. I'll throw it on the ground, kind of mark our way where we came from.
okay, so it's gonna go. Just keep it simple: east, west, north.
Okay,
You have three choices essentially.
let's go left. Let's go east, west,
Maybe
north. Let's go west.
go west. Okay. You follow it again. The smell, this fresh air smell is not coming from this direction. It's still just as musty. You go probably about 30 yards now. And then you reach another set of tunnels going east, west, north. Let's just keep it simple there.
We're definitely gonna get lost in here. I can't imagine how they even built this. Like, why would you connect all this stuff to this little brick building out here? You know,
More
something
than
really weird.
more than likely, they're smuggling something.
Yeah, but what? And why would they smuggle it here of all places?
Great
Like this
question.
building, when we got here, it like was decrepit and it had people living in it, and outside area wasn't great either. You know, like why would you bring something important here,
And
underground? It's
and
bizarre.
and Hildegard says, and the people didn't even know this was here because it was all bricked up.
Right.
So whoever owned this house didn't know it was here,
Yeah.
but somebody else does.
Who would? Why?
Good question, but there's still musky down here, and I'm wondering where the draft is coming from. Let's head back and see if we can find out where it opens up.
Okay, so you head back that way.
Yeah, we're gonna head back, and we'll
Yep.
end up going north.
Okay, you go north. That way the air is slightly better. You're probably going for about 100 yards until you reach a door, actually.
Another one?
Hmm.
I'm gonna push it
Okay.
or pull it,
Do-
whatever
doesn't
works.
doesn't budge. Seems like it's locked.
Can I break it?
You can, yeah. Would you like to use your potence?
Yep.
And let's see if she can. Let's just have her smash it.
Yeah.
Hulk smash. So
Yeah, something like that. Like either punch it or like kick it really hard.
well, let's see. It doesn't budge.
Interesting.
No, that's pretty crazy.
You want to try again?
Yeah.
Let's try this here. Just have her Hulk smash it. Alrighty, this time it gives, and you smash the door open.
Okay.
Would you like to look in, or you want to
Yeah,
walk
I'm gonna
through, or
kind of
what?
like
What would
I'm
you
gonna
like to
look
do?
in and see if I can see anything or if it like smells different.
Um,
Audio
you.
system itself. I wonder if we should have known.
I think that probably counts as a knock at this point. I mean,
Very forceful. Very forceful.
yeah.
You find yourself in a similar looking building or room from like kind of where you came from, and there are three men in the room who suddenly turn around like, "Who the hell opened the door?"
Uh-oh.
We are
Oh
checking
no.
around here and seeing what we can find. However, we have lost our way. Can you tell me what building this is?
Fuck off and get out of here.
I'm really not the biggest fan of that type of word smithing, if you will. I want to go ahead and see if I can do a intimidation check,
Okay.
and I'd like for them to tell me exactly what what this building's for.
Okay.
With the roll.
Okay. Let's do so. Do you want to use any of your disciplines for this, or?
Let's do a intimidation check for right now, and if I need to, I'll use my disciplines after.
Okay. Once you roll intimidation and manipulation, and it's gonna be a little bit harder. It'll be a 4 this time. Uh, they they don't seem like they want to. There's three men. One of them doesn't seem impressed. The other two are kind of holding back. It's all right. It's all right. We can tell them. We can tell them who we are. So it does look like it was effective to some extent, but not
Okay.
as much as you'd like. They're like, this is our place. We work for a guy, and we move stuff. That's all you need to know.
And when was the last time you were in this movement process, basically going under where we now call our establishment?
I don't know where you're talking about. We go all over the place.
Well, just down the hall south there, and just keep on going down until you get to another building. It seems like things have been moved recently, and I would like to know if anybody's under my establishment.
We don't have to tell you that.
Let's go ahead and mesmerize and see if I
Okay.
can go ahead and do it.
Alrighty. Let me take a look at that.
I'm like rolling my eyes and putting my hand up to my forehead like this. It's not going to be pretty.
Mesmerize. Let's take a look at it. Come on, man. Okay. All right. Really, it's you're gonna do. Actually, it's gonna work on two of them without any roll.
Okay.
But one of the guys you think might be a vampire. So you are going to have to do manipulation, and you're going to add your dominate, and you're going to roll your you're going to add your dominate and your manipulation. So do you know how to add to click the button for the discipline?
No.
There's like a little button or a little box next to dominate.
Okay. Is it add the plus or?
Yes.
Or,
Yeah.
okay.
I think you click that, and then you're just going to roll your manipulation. Oh. He's like, we don't have to tell you anything, and
Hold on. It's just dominate and manipulation. That's it, or is it something?
dominate and manipulation.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So, would you like to spend a willpower
I will.
to re-roll that?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Why don't you re-roll it?
Go back down here.
Okay. All right. He backs off now. He's like, all right. What we haven't been down there. It's not my place to be in.
Well, who else is down here? Obviously, if you're not, and we haven't been.
Lots of people use this. Mostly the Nosferatu.
Oh.
Might have to talk to our Nosferatu friend.
But if you leave now, I won't say anything to anybody.
I have no problem keeping clear from here. Heck, we didn't even know this was down here. However, I would like to make sure and make it a point that no one here enters our area again. Whether you have or not, please stay clear.
What's in it for us to because I don't even know who you guys are.
Right. You don't.
Nope, you do not.
Hildegard.
And I'd like to keep it that way.
Hildegard kind of creeps past you, and she's like, we could just kill them.
They might be useful, though.
No. Cool minds prevail. He says that because he knows there's a vampire there, so obviously there has to be some coordinations. If this was just humans, it'd be a different part of the situation. But well, listen, my name is Claudio. We are opening up a place called the Nightshade, just down there, where folks of any stature may come and have your desires met, if you will. And I have an open invitation for you guys to come over once we open. Give us about a week or so. We'll open, and I'd like to be able to keep our attitudes tempered, if you will.
All right. Maybe we'll stop by some night.
Very good. And if you will, please use the main entrance.
Sure. All right. Now, what about our door? You just broke my door down.
Well, we are going to be constructing something on our side, so I will make sure somebody come over and installs a good door. How about with a knocker? Maybe a little window you can kind of see who's going through.
All right. All right. The two guys with him are just kind of backing off, and the main guys. All right, you just get out of here now.
Very well. Let's leave.
All right, let's go.
Okay. And you step back through the broken door and step back into the tunnel. You would have to go south to get back to where you started.
Correct. Let's start heading south. But while we're talking, Iskra, you wouldn't happen to know where our Nosferatu friend is, would you?
Not sure. Saw him the other night, but I don't know. Maybe he's back with his sire, wherever that is.
I might have to get to Chacha Ronaldo and see if we can go ahead and get something together so we can have a conversation with possibly his sire. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Hildegard was going to say something, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying I'm still looking, like, since we're coming down south, I'm still want to look a little west at other passages to see if I can.
Okay. Yeah, there is really one passageway you didn't go. Would have been.
Okay.
Yeah. So, do you want to go that way?
Yes, but while we're going that way, let's hear what Hildegard had to say.
She said, so somebody uses these tunnels, but apparently nobody knew about them except for, sounds like, the Nosferatu. But didn't the Toreador guy, Alexander, didn't he tell us to investigate this place? I mean, he told us specifically about this building.
He did. So let's see if we can get some information for him.
Maybe. I don't know. It sounds like he's got something against the Nosferatu for some reason.
The other tunnel just leads to another set of tunnels.
Okay, so it's just Tunnel Central right now.
Yeah.
This is just gonna go on forever.
Yeah, and you could very easily get lost. Now you'd be underground.
I'm already bored. Let's go back.
You'd be underground. So, okay. So you get back to the musty tunnel that led into that storage room. So now you're back in that room.
Okay.
We're gonna have to figure something out to cover this door up. What do you think? We want to have access to this door or this area, kind of with a nice metal door, or?
Yeah, I think it'd be better to close it so nobody can come in here.
Agreed. Let's make sure.
Because now that the wall is broken into, somebody could get into the house.
Yeah, that's true. It wasn't really smart of me, but it worked. Kind of.
Well, and Hildegard says, "Well, it's the only way to get down here." I mean, it was literally the door was walled shut. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Agreed. Let's make sure we do a sliding door so people, if anybody knocks, we can ask for a password.
Like a speakeasy, right?
That's right.
Whatever works, that's fine. I mean,
what's the password? Nightshade.
Oh, that's too easy.
Okay, so you're back in there. You hear from above you, from the that little rickety staircase, you hear a girl scream.
That's not good.
All right, we are going.
It's one of your ladies, Claudio.
We're going to rush up.
And rush up. You find Stefan. Somebody's knocked Stefan out. He's out cold on the ground.
Oh, I'm gonna go over to him and make sure he's not dead, because Petit will kill me.
He's not dead, but somebody has gotten in here, and Archibald's laying on the ground dead. Looks like somebody.
Whoa!
Looks like somebody broke his neck. and you do not see Veronica or Elizabeth.
Okay, this is a problem. I'm gonna try to help Stefan as much as I can, like to kind
Okay.
of
Yeah, he
help him
kind
up
of gets up. He's like,
kind of comes to.
he's like, somebody rushed in, like just
It,
just right after you guys left. Somebody just rushed in the front door.
what did you see?
He was a big, ugly guy, and he just rushed in and knocked me out. I don't remember what happened after that.
It's because you were knocked out. It kind of happens. Okay. You didn't recognize him or anything?
Nah.
All right. Well,
We'll look around and see if anybody, like, if I see anything different besides all the craziness.
You do see some kind of muddy footprints along your newly cleaned floor, where somebody had gotten to Archibald, and it looks like they probably picked him up and slammed him down and broke his neck. You see a little bit of blood by him. You see a little bit of fabric, like torn fabric from one of the girls' dresses. So it sounds like somebody grabbed them and probably left with them.
I look out the front door, see if I can see any disturbances out front.
You go out front, and there is a man standing in the street staring at you.
Is the fabric? I'm trying to figure out. The fabric was from Veronica, so this is not going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, he's kind of a well-built man, kind of short black hair. He has red eyes, and he's just staring at you from the middle of the street.
I wonder, did you come in and do some damage in my establishment?
I did,
May I ask why?
because I can.
And you are?
Call me Chuck. No, no, he doesn't say that. He says my name's not important, but you should know how to defend yourselves.
am I hearing this from where I'm at?
Yeah. You come out.
Boy.
Hildegard
Okay.
Hildegard comes
Yeah, I'm
out.
gonna tell Stefan to just stay put for a minute and relax. We'll take care of this.
Those that get given things should learn how to hold on to them.
Claudia, who is this guy?
I don't have no idea. He won't give me his name. I wonder if I could persuade him to give me his name and where he's from. And I would like to try and persuade.
Okay. All right. You want to do it the nice way, or do you want to attempt?
We'll do the nice way.
Nice way. Okay. Let's do. Let's use your charisma and persuasion. No.
Really? Really? It's a difficulty of 3. I have 7 dice.
I know. It's weird. Would you like to spend a willpower and roll it again?
Let's go ahead and get a willpower, because unfortunately I'm almost out of willpower.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's not good, is it?
All right, let's do it. That is persuasion and charisma.
Alrighty. What do you want to know from him?
I want to know his name and where he's from and who he works for.
Okay. Well, his name is, and let me scroll back up there.
And if you say Chuck, you and I are going to have an issue.
No, his name is not Chuck. He is. I can't find his name right now. He says, my name is Petrov. And when you hear that name, it sinks in that you're like, wasn't there a guy they told us about was missing. There was some guy named Petrov was missing, but you never met him or anything because he was missing essentially when you guys came. But the name sounds familiar. Now it's a common name, but from what you can tell, you're like, well, I don't know if this is the same guy, or is he using somebody else's name? I'm not sure. You can tell he is kindred. There's no obvious clan. He's not Nosferatu or anything like that. But you could sense he's very powerful, and apparently has a bone to pick with you. He, that's about all you get from him. Is he just says, "My name is Petrov."
And what is your issue, my friend, with the establishment here,
Well,
or me in general?
well, again, you were given this section of the city really for no reason other than out of pity by the elders, and you have to know how to protect yourselves because not everyone's going to respect borders.
Are you applying for a job?
No, but just be more careful next time.
Where's the two ladies?
They're gone.
Gone as in walked to somewhere else, or gone as in dead?
I don't think they're dead yet. It depends on what my friends wanted to do with them.
Oh. Did you know them?
No. We just decided to stop by and say welcome to the neighborhood, essentially.
That wasn't very nice.
I'm not a very nice person. You're gonna want to get maybe a better bouncer than the thin kid there.
He wasn't a bouncer. And now he's definitely not one.
He's been bounced.
He's been bounced, yes.
Yeah. All right, I'm not gonna stand here and talk to you guys all night. Just
What
you.
clan are you?
What clan am I?
What clan are you?
Can I figure it out?
Not necessarily. There's nothing obvious.
No, nothing stands out.
What clan am I?
Yep.
That might give you a little bit of power over me.
And who do you work for?
I work for myself.
That much I figured.
Insight?
You can try it, yeah.
Let's insight with.
Let's go intelligence. You sense he's obviously sneaky. He's probably, if you had to guess, maybe La Sombra. He could be Ventru. He carries himself very, very arrogantly. He could. You can't really nail it down. He hasn't done anything obvious. Like I said, he does have red eyes, though.
Well, since you say you don't work for someone, and I honestly don't think that is true, I think you are the puppet of someone, unfortunately. We have to figure out
way to do that.
We would have to figure out where that is, but since you've gone on we're not starting out having a wonderful conversation, and you're not being open and honest with me, I think I'm trying to look at Hildegard and kind of if I can. I'm trying to think. I have Iskra, Hildegard. I'm trying to think a way Claudia would work this. I'm trying to see if I can push any buttons. Gosh, I can't read him.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
You can't really tell kind of what his intentions are other than just being a bully.
Well, let's put it this way. I would like to have. What do I have to do to get Veronica and Elizabeth back?
Hmm. They mean that much to you?
Well, help does not come very openly in this area.
Let me think. What do I want? Or what can you give me that would want me to give them back to you? You could concede your hunting grounds and just leave the area.
No, that's not happening.
Well, how about this? I can always come back later if you'd like, and we could negotiate later.
That doesn't guarantee me the safety of our people we're talking with, especially since you've already broken one's neck. And that's going to mess up my clientele a little bit. It's taking money away from my pockets. And unfortunately, I don't like that when money's away from my pockets.
Then we probably really don't have any room to negotiate then. So when we're done with them, we'll send them back. How's that sound?
Creepy, actually.
Extremely. So I want to pick a fight with a vampire right now? I'm trying to think.
Hildegard's like, I don't think we can take him. I don't know.
Think so either.
I don't think so either.
Plus, we don't know. He keeps talking about us, so it sounds like there could be somebody else around that we don't see right now.
Lying.
No, I'm sure. However, in my head, I'm thinking somebody else is pushing buttons though, and I don't want to push too many buttons. But we'll have to get information from our sires on this. Well, I hope to see you soon. Please, I bid you adieu.
All right. He just kind of chuckles and he takes off in a blur down the street. Just he's gone.
Yeah, we need to contact our sires about Mr. Petrov and see what he's hiding, because this is not kosher at all.
So we got more dead bodies.
We got one. They took the others.
So Hildegard goes back in. She's like, all right, well, what do we want to do with Archie here?
Well, we're running out of room where we put the others after the... Petrov and I got into a nice little battle, not with each other, but, there's no room anymore.
And this guy said his name was Petrov.
Petrov, yes.
There's a Bishop Petrov who was supposed to be the what do they call it? The advisor to the prince. But he hasn't been around in a long time, from what I've told. I don't know if that guy was him or not.
Well, we might want to put some questions out there and see if we can have people answer it for us.
What are we gonna do when he comes back?
I don't know.
Let's hope we have some more backup.
Yeah.
Where are we gonna get that, though?
I don't know, but I need to talk to Ronaldo.
Alrighty. Then I think if no one else has anything else they'd like to do, this is probably a good place to stop for today.
Okay, I was thinking that Iskra would take Stefan back to Patia's lair, basically, just to, yeah.
And Eric would go straight to Ronaldo right away.
Okay, so we'll stop for today, and that's where we'll pick up in the next episode. So Thank you again to my awesome players. Another challenging night for the kids, and they learned a little bit about the neighborhood, about where some of their neighbors are. Some of their neighbors are up to some nefarious things apparently, and then again the welcoming committee stopped by. So we will see what they can do to rectify this in our next episode. So thanks again to everybody, and we enjoy playing this game, and we'll play it again. See you later. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.